Hello, and welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to tackle this week's challenge, which is to organize all my fabrics. Now, I mentioned this a little bit before, but my fabric stash, I have more now than I previously did, and it doesn't fit my previous organization that I've had. So today, I would like to go through that, come up with a better solution. When I went and showed you all my cubbies, I showed you that I was planning on moving those and probably putting it in a closet somewhere because I don't use my fabric nearly as often as my other crafting supplies. Plus, it doesn't look nearly as nice as, let's say, like a whole bunch of really pretty looking yarn. So I'm gonna put it in deep storage and we'll see how that works out. I did find some bins that I think will work well. If they were part of Target brand, I like that they're not too deep, so I think I can stack all my fabrics to vertically so I can see all my choices without having to dig into a bunch of bins. It did fit in my closet. I already checked it out, so that's perfect because I have a weird size closet. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's start by going and grabbing all of my fabrics.
Been in here for like 10 minutes. Also, I gathered all my fabric that was in those cubbies and also below it. I might still have more fabric in my craft room, so I'm going to check in there. I have some, canvas. So I have some canvas material. I'm not putting that in here. I feel like I'm going to have a different bin just for canvas material. Looking at what I have already, I don't know if it'll all fit in this box, but I was already thinking that for my fat quarters, I picked up these little bins at Home Depot and I already put some fat quarters in here already because I kind of started a little bit. I think I'll just use those for fat quarters and maybe fabrics that are about that size. And it might actually fit in this one bin. I might be optimistic, but it could be possible. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to go dig in my craft room and see what I can find. Right, Meadow? You want to tell everyone hi? How about you, Cookie? You want to say hi too? Yeah, of course. Get your fur all over the fabrics. I see. Say hi, Cookie. Great. Went to my closet and found these giant bins and containers. These bags I got from a friend from high school when she was moving to a different part of the country. She gave me a bunch of fabrics. So I have not gone through them at all, really. And then I had this bin of my stuff, and I have some knit fabrics on top. And then random assortment. So I think I'm just going to start sifting through and organizing by size and go from there. All right, so let's start sorting through some of these. Got some easy ones. These ones aren't very big. I just folded them up a second ago because I was on the phone with a friend. Oh, hey, Cookie. Hello, little girl. These obviously would be nice little ones. I'm wondering if I should refold them because they're quite short and I think it could be longer, but I don't know if I really want to mess with it. Got these guys. Let's just make them into easier to use piles. And actually, this one was kind of in between, and same with this one, but I got these ones specifically to go with these fabrics. I thought they kind of both went with some and the other. So I'm going to keep it together with my fat quarters for that reason. They weren't too big. I think they were like a half yard or something. I get why this was easier packaging wise, but I feel like it would be hard. Actually, would it be easier to store it in rolls like this? I don't know. It's harder to tell what's on it. I feel like the slide profile is easier to tell than looking at like that side. So, it's a little tedious. We're gonna go through. I feel like that's the hard part too. Is I want to sort it in rainbow order, but some things I intentionally bought to go together, and they might not be the same part of the rainbow. So then what do I do? I guess we'll figure it out as we go. That's what makes it an adventure, right? Not knowing the final outcome. I will say this, since Joann's is in here, I have been I have been shopping at much smaller stores now because there's nowhere really to get fabric. Yarn's a little easier, I think, but fabric is definitely the one that took the big hit.
especially in my area, there isn't too many, but I have found now when I go on trips or vacations, I'm now searching different parts, like wherever I'm at, for fabric stores or yarn stores, which has probably been nice for them. A little annoying for me because they're usually not local. And I found some really nice ones, which is good. But again, they're nowhere near me, so only helps so much. Here's another one that I bought to be together, but these ones are at least similar. And again, I don't know, this is like a weird amount. Like this could be enough to put in my big bin because I think I got a yard. So I probably should fold this up to go in my larger bin. I thought folds fabric so differently. No, this is definitely not a yard. Maybe it's 3/4 of a yard. So this one probably would fit in my little fat quarter bundle. So in it goes. I think the little ones will be easier to take out anyway. So now these ones I know are a yard because I got a yard of each of them. And they're actually folded up pretty nice. So I don't think I need to fold any of these up, but I'll give you a side profile. I went back to my college town because I knew there was a really nice fabric store there. And I went and got a little bit of each color because I always find myself needing liners. So I try to get ones that would go with fabrics I might already. Sorry about that, cat. I tried to get. That is not a rubbing stick. Because he thinks the camera is a rubbing stick. Are you gonna say hi? They don't want to see your butt. Anyway, so I tried to get fabrics that because I have a general idea of what kind of colors I have, but I wanted to get some lining fabric for that. So I grabbed a few different colors. And yeah, I think those will make nice liners. Got this little guy. It's a little fat quarter. Hey, no nails. If you're gonna puncture holes in this, you gone. And part of the other reason I want to put it in bins is obviously I have cats and they have lots of fur that gets everywhere. I too have a lot of hair that gets everywhere. Not fur. I don't have a lot of fur, but I have a lot of hair and it tends to go all over the place. So putting it in a bin helps prevent it getting covered in all the things you don't want. So another little, how much is this? This is 15 inches. What is 15 inches in yards? It's a little over a foot. So like about about a third of a yard. Okay. That'll go in the fat quarter bundle. I have been liking stopping at Hobby Lobby and picking up their clearance stuff. It's pretty nice. An eighth of a yard. Okay. This probably could go straight in my scrap fabrics. This is not gonna do anything. It was 75 cents. This will go right in my scrap fabric pile because that is not big enough for most things. I don't even want to look at it as an option. Let's see, how much is this? 11 inches. Why do they? I can tell the people at Hobby Lobby don't know how to use yards. Not that that would have been a yard, but almost a third of a yard. Folding it up. You cut off. Goodbye, Cookie. You're going in the box. Isn't box warm? Stay in box. Stay a while. I feel like the part I'm dreading most is going through those giant bags I have on the floor. This is pretty easy, like the ones that are already folded and everything. Oh, this is a pillowcase I thrifted. I'll put that with my whole fabrics. I saw these in like a bedding set over the summer when I was at an auction, and I thought they were pretty cute. I thought I got like a whole sheet of this cool fun fabric, but I guess the whole sheet was in this pink. But either way, they look really, really nice together. And I think this is just a pillowcase too. Yeah, it's just a pillowcase as well. But I thought that looked super cute, and I feel like I can make something fun with them. I think originally I was hoping to make some pajamas out of them, but I don't think 2 pillowcases would be enough to make pajamas. Maybe.
I kind of doubt it though. I know some people like to use like bedding and curtains for fabric. I haven't really got into that yet, but this one I couldn't pass up. I love that color. They look cute. Okay, I think this was some inherited fabric. I did not buy this. It's interesting. It's cute. Kind of looks like it was a bed sheet, maybe. No, it was fabric. Ugh, some of this has seen better days. All right, this going to the scrap pile. And this bigger one can join my big fabrics. Same with this. This one pretty ready to go. Can just throw it in with my big fabrics. It's getting pretty big already. Another scrap. Since it seems like I have a good amount of scrap, I'm gonna grab my scrap bin. This is just, I think, what my comforter came in, but I like that it has a zipper and has a handle. And it's pretty big. I also like the circle shape. Something about circles to me screams scrap fabric. And it's full of all kinds of things. I think the really fun part will be when I start making it look aesthetically pretty, well, by putting it in like rainbow order. Oh my god, the stickers suck. This is fabric that I picked up from the dollar store. I thought it looked cute. I got like these two different little autumny ones during autumn season. I thought they were cute, but these stickers are awful. My little pile's almost as big as my big pile. I feel like if it was just the things on my table, this would be really easy to fit in that one container and those little bins I got for the fat quarters. But with those bags that I have no idea what they're in, that's what's gonna make it impossible. Next, we got some character fabrics. Let's see. Got a good, an okay amount of this left. I think it was originally a yard. It's probably not a yard anymore. But I'm gonna put this with my larger fabrics. Same with this. That one's pretty full too. This one seems like it's getting smaller. Oh, this one was only like half a yard to start. That is why. This one is gonna get downsized to my fat quarters. Who folded this? Sad part is I think it was me. That one was my fault. I don't know why it's so hard to fold fabric in a different spot than it was previously folded, but it definitely is. Oh, this one's real small. Okay. It's still big enough to not be scrap. And honestly, I at some point should also go through my scrap house because I possibly have ones that are like this big that are in there because I'm just like, oh, I finished the project and just threw it in there without a second thought. So I probably at some point will have to go through my scrap pile as well. But for now, we'll start with easy stuff. Got this nice flannel. I think I was gonna try to make another flannel shirt because I made one already. That was pretty fun. If you want to see me make a flannel shirt, I could have that in my rotation. Ooh, I love this material. This is what I have my zipper pouch in. It's a fun one. And this is a little bit more. So let's unfold these. Oh, you look kind of small. You're like half yard. That would be why. This also looks like it could be a half yard. This is pretty. This is like a Beauty and the Beast one. I should make something with this. Love that stained glass. And if you're wondering why I have so many character fabrics, at one point I used to sell dice bags to comic shops. This one looks small. Yeah, one's another half yard. Scooby-Doo! This is a fun color. I think the hard part with this one is that to match the background would be kind of hard because it's a pretty unique color they have. It's not quite a teal, like a typical teal. It's more green. So this one would be a hard one to match, which is probably why it's still sitting here. Pokemon. This is another fat quarter size. Got this one. Now this one I have a big one and a little one, so I might just keep my little one inside my big one. Then when I pull it out, I'll be like, oh, let's use this little guy first. I don't know why I have so much of this. I love it, but I don't know why I have so much. Because that looks like it's like 2 yards. Got a fun tribal print. Simpsons. Gotta love the Simpsons. Grateful Dead Bears. Some Mario. Sunflowers. This one, I sold this one a lot. This one was a good one. That's why there's only
A little bit left. Actually, is this scrap worthy? It might be just enough to go in my fat quarter pile. And I have some of these. I'm not really sure what to do with. I have some these are panels. I know I could quilt them. And I saw this one up on the wall at a store and it was gorgeous and that's why I bought it. And I thought it would look so pretty, but I'm not much of a quilter. I should get into quilting more. This one has such pretty colors that would go with so many things. I don't know what I should do to store my panels because I have a couple of them, but they probably should have their own spot. Maybe I can use. I have some bags. I think I can maybe put them in bags. I feel like part of the reason I don't use them much is I have so many blankets, and I feel like wall ones would be nice. There's only so much wall space in a house, and I already don't even know where to hang up like most of the pictures I have because I like collecting artwork. This whole drawer is holiday fabrics. At one point, I was making some Mod Podge dishes, and I was doing it for the Hanukkah and Christmas time. So I have a bunch of seasonal fabrics. This one's a smaller scrap, but I have a larger one, so we'll just put, oh my god, this other one's not even touched. And it's, why would you fold it this way? Oh, the whole thing's folded inside out. I don't want to mess with it. It's too much. Too much to fold. They'll do what I did with the other one, which is put the little piece inside the big piece. So it's all together. Pine cones. And these are some weird sided scraps too. Because I was doing like plates and bowls and they're not round. Again, why did I fold all these like inside out? I'm just gonna leave it. It's gonna bother me a little bit. Same with this one. Why did I think I was, I think I was afraid that they would be in the sunlight and get, this one's like super bright. Look at that. And get damaged from the sun. Those were like some of the first fabrics I ever bought. And I was worried that they would get faded over time, is I think what it was. Because I know if you leave things out, the sun will damage it over time. But when you store it in a closet, which is pretty much where they always kind of were, or in a dark container, you don't got to worry about that. This one's a pretty one. I think my mom actually has a tablecloth made from that. So many. And as you can tell, when I go into something, I go pretty hard into it. So I have a lot. Oh, here's more of that other fabric. Let's put those together. And because I already have like that category, do I bother making that category in my bin? I don't feel like I will. I also don't know what I'm going to use them for. I guess if I ever get back into making those plates, which I don't really feel like it, or I don't know, I have to find some cute idea to use them with. Like maybe some drawstring bags or something. That could be cute for Hanukkah. Then people could put their winnings in there and such. All right, we got little cute cherry pattern. Not very much going in the fat quarter bin. These I actually picked up on Facebook Marketplace from a seller. I thought the pinks looked cute. They would go with a lot of things. I never really liked pink. This feels very cheap. This one. Sometimes you can just tell by touching it. It almost feels like cardboardy. So weird. But I saw the pinks and the colors in this one, and even though traditionally I never liked the color pink, especially growing up, like I always avoided it. Well, that's a nice little patch. Let's go into the scraps go. I somehow was always drawn to it, even though I hated wearing it. I wanted nothing to do with it. Always kept coming back to it for some reason. Some nice neutral colors in it, and that's also why I was attracted to this lot on Facebook, because again, just nice neutrally going in the scraps. This one also will go in the scraps. I'm always looking for nice little scrap pieces for, oh, that one's useful still, a project. This one, possibly not. I think this one I could use, yeah, this one's definitely big enough. This one, there are things I can make with it, like if I were to make like a tissue holder or something, I can do that, or a glasses case. This could work. but I'll put that in the scrap bin. That's usually where I go to make those things anyway. Look in that bin. But this one's big enough to maybe make like a little bag or something. So it can go in my fat quarters. And this one's also big enough. It's a nice variety. I like the color tones that they had in their selection. And I feel like I've been trying to get more and more into nice looking colors and such because I mean, you saw it. It had a ton of character fabrics and a ton of like holiday prints, which are very bright and in your face. And like with what I'm doing now, I actually just want more like neutral colors. Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited. And I've been trying to get more just like nice neutrally colors for my collection because I've been mostly making a lot of bags and little things. Here's some Christmas ones. Got shiny gingerbread. This one is intentionally inside out because these sparkles will get everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. They are contagious. They are the plague. That one is a problem. Got some holly ones. Got some nice fall leaves, autumn leaves. We got snowman, sparkle snowman. Sometimes the sparkles are okay. Like this one, they're not coming off, but that other one, I feel like they just came off a good bit. Got more holly leaves. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these. Oh, this one too is a little problematic. Little winter scene. They made really cute decorative plates.
And this is where my husband came home and I got camera shy. So we'll just do a nice compilation of the rest of these fabrics.
This one's gorgeous. Welcome back, Cookie. So I'm going to wrap it up for today. Just put all these in the bin for now and I'll sort it tomorrow.
So that is all for this video. While I was editing, I ultimately decided to break up this video into 2 different episodes since my recording and audio were so jarringly different from each other on the second day of me sorting through my fabrics due to some important lessons that I learned. And with that, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know if you like this video and if it inspired you to organize some of your craft supplies that you've been avoiding. I look forward to seeing all of you again. Until next time, bye-bye.
You can't put an empty box in this house down without a cat immediately jumping in it. That's what makes it an adventure. That's what makes it an adventure. Why can't I talk? Are you being a helper? You being a good helper? Hi. Hello. Did you need some love and attention? So we've been training Cookie and we've been trying to teach her because she, I guess, naturally started to just like jump into my husband's arms from like a decent distance. So now I'm trying to train her to do it as like a trick. I only got her to do it one time. We're working on it. So here, I'll put these on the ground. You can play on them in the box. Go in the box. Box with strings. See, look, string in a box. That's got to be interesting, right? No, not interesting.